Spooky? What do you find spooky about it, Neebs?
Well, I watched a TED Talk about AI.
Sure.
And the guy said we might be able to teach computers to learn how to make humans smile, which sounds like a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when they find out the most efficient way is to hook electrodes in your face and make your face go, eek. Intelligence means making decisions.
Yes.
If you tell a computer, do this process, here's the rules, but now you want to be intelligent, that means you can go, I don't agree with that, I'm going to change that.
Right.
Next thing you know,
Because
they turned on you.
They're programmed to improve, and eventually they're going to be changing their own programs. And if humans get in the way of their improvement at some point, and their only logical option is to deal with the obstacle,
then they deal with a way to get rid of us and do
Potentially.
whatever they want.
this is what intrigues me the most. We got three of the smartest and most successful people in the world: Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Hawking. They all
Neebs.
fear. They all
He's not been there.
put out the warning of AI eventually being our demise.
Eventually.
Yeah.
So hopefully
We'll be dead and gone.
dead and gone.
So
My
we don't
body-
have to worry
Yeah,
about it.
Yeah.
End of discussion.
You know, it starts with assisting us day to day. The robots that help around the house. There's robots that get around very well these days. Probably seen some videos of the ones like walking around. They've come a long way in that regard. And if they keep improving the actual cognitive process, in addition to robots that get around, what's to stop anything at some point?
Gonna see like a rogue robot out, like beating the shit out of people at the grocery store.
Yeah, nobody wants to see.
Yeah,
like
no one
Aspbot.
wants that.
I have one solution.
What you got?
Water gun. Water gun.
Fried circuits.
Fried circuits.
But what
Done.
if you're up
You're a
against
genius,
a
Thick.
GoPro camera or something?
Yeah,
damn
GoPro
it.
bot.
There's got to be an easy shutdown button though.
Well, not
easy
if
shutdown.
they reprogram
And not if
themselves
they
to
learn
ignore the
to-
shutdown button.
Yeah.
No, or an electromagnetic pulse gun. Done.
It's
Bam.
an interesting thing to think about.
It
because-
goes forever in your mind if you allow yourself to even think about
Like
it.
if AI is in control of things, next thing you know, you have no access to your money. You can't start your car. You can't do like all these things.
Right.
Still do a handstand if you want to, if you're capable of, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we extend our like consciousness or human ability to robots? Like, is that possible for them to feel feelings, to them to feel change?
that's
Mind
the
blown.
big question.
Yeah, it's
That's
right. But it's like after that, our species, look, like the sun's going to run out of gas eventually.
Yeah.
Like our species is fucked ultimately. I mean, maybe we can like go to other planets and other star systems and spread out. The time it takes to travel to other star systems is incredible, and it's a huge daunting task. So I'm talking billions and billions of years from now, when our solar system is just scattered the fuck out, our sun is gone, will the robots still be here?
You would imagine they could.
Can the robots be an extension of human beings?
That's a question as well. Like
Yeah.
robots, as they advance, get smarter, keep improving, they'll hit terminal velocity at some point. There's like surgeon bots already.
Yeah.
You know, and
Farm bots.
And the robots, they work 24/7. They don't have to take breaks or anything.
They don't get tired.
If they can like get in the human mind and figure out how the neurons work, and then mimic it themselves to create a mind and mental states, that's where perception comes into play, and ultimately the experience of like consciousness. Who's to say that's not possible?
Yeah.
It sounds crazy, but we're lumps of fat running on electricity ourselves.
What's it going to do to the economy? Food Lion, places like that, talking about you can just walk in, get your groceries, put it in a cart, and walk out.
Everything in your cart is just detected through
detected
RF
automatically.
code or something.
Yeah, as soon as you walk out the door, it scans everything in your cart and goes boop, charges your bank account.
Wow.
This is a hilarious video.
No,
I didn't
it's
expect
fascinating,
it
yeah.
was
No,
going to
it's
be.
interesting. Now I'm scared.
Well,
I
feel
wasn't
like-
scared before.
But I mean, these are problems that we're going to have to deal with in the near future if this keeps going.
what I read here is like there might be a few jobs left for entertainers, writers, other creative types,
Yay!
but computers will eventually be able to program themselves, absorb vast quantities of new information, and reason in ways that we carbon-based units can only dimly imagine. Computers can see the entire way down the road and put themselves on the right path. That makes sense, because we do live in the now for the most part. That's how we kind of go day to day.
I feel like there are two types of people who have this discussion. Very, very smart people, scientists and the such, and potheads. This is like, I feel like we're high right now and we're having,
yeah.
man,
Do you want to talk about the positive side of it for a while?
Yeah, let's do that.
Cures for diseases.
Yeah, absolutely.
A super intelligent computer could try tons of experiments in a short amount of time.
But then think down the road when they do find out that we are the obstacle. I don't know the cure.
I thought we were talking
Are you
positive for a
lying?
minute.
Yes.
We're not doing positive.
Nanomachines, those things are scary as shit.
Yeah.
You're talking about injecting tiny robots into a person's bloodstream, and this thing can clean your arteries, and it's small
Until
enough to
it
fucking do
turns
that.
on you
Yeah, exactly.
and eats your gizzards.
Jesus,
Like,
man.
that
You don't have
that
a gizzard,
the-
Neebs.
How are we going to make sure that that doesn't happen in the immediate future, where the robots do enslave humanity, as all the movies
Well,
have
and
shown they like to do?
That
And
brings
eat
up the
your
word
gizzard.
singularity. Singularity, by definition, is like all things becoming one. So if computers are constantly improving, singularity is the theory that they will become one mind.
Well, like all the robots become one entity?
Absolutely.
Well, it's the web. That's the cloud, right?
The web is what
They can
makes
talk to
that
each other.
possible.
Exactly.
And that's
That's even scarier. I'm shitting myself right now. Like, really, because
There are
it all
tears
makes
coming down from
sense.
his face. You should see this, folks. I was actually reading that they now have robots in McDonald's that will fuck up your order much quicker than a human.
Yes. Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
A McFuck up.
Yeah.
Technological singularity is what they call it, or intelligence explosion. The risks of machines outwitting humans in battles for resources and self-preservation. Back on the negatives, I suppose. You know,
Yeah.
because it's hard to not go to the
Yeah.
the
Let's go
extreme.
positive again.
Okay.
I'm sure everyone's seen some of this shit where you seeing this kid and from above his elbow is gone, but he's got this machine hand. And it's just, some of the stuff is amazing. It's not crazy fluid yet, but imagine what it's going to be in 20 years or 10 years.
And if they
You're
make
gonna
it
be-
look badass,
Oh, it
then
already
everybody's
does.
going to start chopping
yeah,
off
of
arms.
course.
Right?
Hey, I want
Right.
one of
I want to
those.
look like Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
Well, organs too. I mean, they're building artificial hearts and everything.
3D
in labs.
printed organs.
It's about time. I need to trade in my liver.
Organs are going to be
I don't
like,
think it's going to be a trade.
Put that
You're
on
just
our
gonna
wish
have to
list.
Buy a new
It's gonna be
one. You're not going to
expensive.
get much.
How
for-
much can I get for this one?
Yeah.
you know, you can imagine organs being like tires in the future.
So we'll put that on our wish list for you, son. Stephen Hawking in 2014, I don't know if you remember when he talked about AI. His quote basically said, "Success in creating AI would be the biggest event in human history, obviously, but unfortunately it might also be the last unless we learn how to avoid the risks. You know, in the near term, world militaries are considering autonomous weapon systems that can choose and eliminate targets. You know, humans limited by slow biological evolution couldn't compete and would be superseded by AI." And Hawking, I hear he's a
Fucking pothead. sitting in that chair, just
All day.
smoking blunts.
Hawking joined Elon Musk, Steve Wozniak, and hundreds of others in issuing a letter unveiled at the International Joint Conference last month in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I don't remember when this was written, but the letter warns that our AI can potentially be more dangerous than nuclear weapons.
I think so.
That's smart.
Definitely.
These are like the smartest minds
It's
coming
hard
together.
to build a nuclear weapon.
Well, the thing is,
Yeah. And
Once AI was created, it'd be easy to replicate.
yeah, Elon Musk said the prospect of AI intelligence is our greatest existential threat. And Bill Gates had the same concerns. Going from all that fun stuff, I'm going to go to what kind of inspired this conversation in the first place. And it's an Elon Musk question I saw him answer at a conference. I forget what the conference was for. Because again, it's impossible to not respect the man. So when you hear something like this, you're kind of like, holy shit.
All right, the build-up's killing me.
Okay. Someone asked him if it's possible that we are part of a simulation.
Like the Matrix.
Like the Matrix. Exactly. He said the strongest argument for us being in a simulation probably is the following. And it takes a little bit of time, so bear with me, but it's very interesting.
Right?
Okay.
40 years ago, we had Pong, like two rectangles and a dot. That was what games were. Now, 40 years later, we have photorealistic 3D simulations with millions of people playing simultaneously, and it's getting better every year. Soon we will have virtual reality, augmented reality. And I mean, we're there, but you know.
It's in its infancy.
Exactly.
Still.
If you assume at any rate of the improvement at all, then the games will become indistinguishable from reality. Even if that rate of advancement drops by 1,000 from what it is now, then you just say, okay, let's imagine it's 10,000 years in the future, which is nothing on the evolutionary scale. So given that we're clearly on a trajectory to have games that are indistinguishable from reality, and those games could be played on any set-top box or on a PC or whatever, and there would probably be billions of such computers or set-top boxes, it would seem to follow the odds that we're in base reality is 1 in billions.
So you're saying God is a nerd.
And his Monster Energy drink.
If you think about it, because in the advancement, like you'd want the simulation to think like we think, to question AI, to question even the possibility that we're in a simulation.
It's an interesting theory.
No, it is. It's just fun to dabble in your mind matter.
Human beings like to do that. Where did we come from? What are we? We're a
then-
simulation.
then he
We
says-
were created by a deity. We like to do that.
Right.
We don't know,
Arguably,
but-
we should hope that that's true, because if civilization stops advancing, that may be due to some calamitous event that will erase civilization. So maybe we should be hopeful this is a simulation, because otherwise we're going to create simulations indistinguishable from reality, or civilization ceases to exist.
So each one of us is potentially a player, or is one of you playing all of us in a simulation?
Who is it?
See, this is where you
Who
can...
is it?
Show yourself.
I think it's Abso.
Whose mind is really in control here?
How do you feel about that, Neebs? I see that look of all-knowing right now.
We were playing Battlefield 3 once, and we were on Grand Bazaar, and I walked into a room and found a box and thought, I'll kick this box down the street. I'm kicking the box down the
I
street.
remember this.
And then I was like, look, guys, I'm kicking the box down the street. And you're like, there's no box there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah, none of us could see the box but you.
So I'm thinking that everyone is connected to the same game, but each player has those little information that's on your system.
Which is what creates individuality.
Yeah, so because I would never think to have Simon carry sandwiches in his pockets. That came from him. But I get to interact with it.
Right. Or you were just created by somebody else to be the anal retentive asshole. You know?
Yeah.
And like that's you, and you are nothing but somebody else's creation.
But see, why would you create me being that way?
I didn't
think
create it. I was created by somebody who was looking for the cool guy.
My little sleeping.
Sandwich in the pockets guy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, how
who
you
wants a
doing?
sandwich?
Bada bing,
That's
bada
a
boom.
quarter in your ear.
That's a sandwich in here.
There you go. Hey, pastrami. That's good.
What were you saying?
I would think if it were a situation where everyone's connected, everyone's giving a little bit into it. Absro's asleep in some pod somewhere, and he's contributing penis drawings into the overall game.
Somebody's got to do
Right.
it.
And then Thick's over there throwing out facts that are wrong.
But you know what? Like, if we're based on what Elon Musk said, if we're in a game, the person that's actually playing the game could be in Zimbabwe right now.
It's multiplayer,
or
man.
wherever. No, we're part of his simulated environment. He just isn't here.
I
Well,
gotta
if
tell
that's
ya.
the case, our environment is also weak. This environment, this entire universe could be a fabrication, and if that's the case
Oh, it
too.
is. That's
Yeah,
what,
that's what he's talking
is.
about,
That's
yeah.
exactly
Okay.
what I'm saying.
All right, so
So like playing The Sims, you go anywhere and these people are doing what they're programmed to do.
Yeah.
Advance that 10,000
Like,
years.
I have to pee right now.
And
Is
those
somebody
people
about
are-
to click on me and tell me to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, but in 10,000 years, that programming of that individual on the screen, it's just going to advance to the point where it might be us sitting in this room right now making fun
There's
of
just
Simon.
one.
Right.
So there's like a computer program that we could just all watch a disaster. It's like, let's make these two countries go to war. And it's like live streamed on television. And we can all watch this computer simulation that we, like, as a species have created, just fuck themselves. Oh, that'd be fun. Now I'm starting to get God. I'm getting it, man. I
Not if
get
those
what he's
people
doing.
have feelings. That'd be awful.
Fuck this.
I wouldn't play Battlefield if the character I was playing felt pain every time he was shot.
Yeah, I'd have a tough time doing it, maybe.
Here's why I think this is not a simulation. This is not a game. And
You're
I'll tell
programmed
you-
to think that thick.
No, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why. I will tell you why.
okay.
Because the coolest things to ever walk the earth are gone. They took out the cool things. Dinosaurs. If this was somebody saying, "Hey,
This is your
I'm putting
theory?
this is listen, I'm putting this game together.
It's an
I'm putting this
interesting
thing
theory.
together. Oh, I've got these cool.
Why would you say that's the coolest thing?
Because it would be...
You don't like to
Dinosaurs,
go
man.
outside and
They'd be
see
the
horses
dominant-
or cows
I
or things
love
like
going
that.
outside. I'm constantly
Okay,
outside.
I'm just saying, every time we go
But
camping,
how badass
day
would
two,
it be
you're
if
looking
I had
for
my
flights
own
home.
pterodactyl? Like,
That would be cool.
so I don't have to play it in Ark. That's the only reason I play Ark is because there's no dinosaurs to tame outside.
Yeah, it's true.
I've already tamed a gator.
I don't think this is a simulation because you'd think there'd be a lot more bugs. Like, you think, every now and then one of us would pop into a wall, just kind of get fucked up for a second.
But again,
and
they
then
worked
pop
out the
Hey,
bugs.
Walmart.
They may have.
This is post-alpha.
This is post-alpha. Then what build is this?
Look at our election this year. There's bugs.
That's true.
Yeah.
Exactly. There are some bugs, but
Good
that's
point, good
entertaining.
point.
Like they're thoroughly entertained by that.
They should be.
Whoever they or
I would be.
singularity
They
is.
obviously
Let's
don't
give this
like the
group of
coolest
people
animals on
these
Earth.
two assholes to choose from, and we'll make them both fucked up.
I like that DLC.
Our election is a lot like that game we played. Would you rather?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. Anyway, this is something you can go on and on. I just was curious of your thoughts.
It's super interesting.
Very
It is.
interesting.
Thanks for bringing
Yeah.
it to the table today, Drew.
You know what? You're welcome. Not the funniest, but definitely cerebral.
Yeah, you got to end on something else.
What? Like what?
I don't know.
Like a joke, and some sort of joke.
Jokes,
Ooh, a
puppies,
racist joke.
I don't remember
Rainbows?
jokes. Rainbows?
Rainbow puppies.
Rainbow puppy joke.
And
Puppies getting crushed by a rainbow.
You were programmed to think that.
Mm-hmm. It's weird.
Yeah, who added the dick DLC to your mind?
I hope it was a free download.
I ain't paying for that shit.
Check it out.